A new hotel that just opened within the last year or so, located quite close to all the theme parks, especially more so Universal Studios. Very upscale, lavished living hotel with moderate pricing. And perfect if you are going to venture out to Universal Studios for Halloween Horror Nights or any of their holiday festivities. As it is known, those hotels that Universal has generally book up and the prices go crazy once it gets time for any kind of seasonal events. But all this sounds like it is too good to be true. But this is our review for Cambria and how we stayed there for a couple of days, what we liked, what we didn't like about the hotel, and our final thoughts. Should you book a stay at this hotel? Let's find out. So I'm making sure not to stand close to the edge I got vertigo like real quick being up here. There's kind of the rooftop bar area, there's lounge. You got this beautiful pool over here, quite beautiful. It's very, very beautiful. As you can see over here, this is Sapphire Falls. There's Aventura right there. This is Lowell's Pacific. There's Dr. Doom. So really, really close, because when you come out of the hotel, you pretty much hop right onto this highway right here, and then Universal's right there, parking, everything. So it's like literally 5-minute like drive, maybe even less. Also, this says Orlando Circus School, which is kind of cool. I didn't even know they had one of those. Kind of crazy. And literally it's right across the street from Surfside. So Surfside's right there, and literally it's right across the street. You can pretty much park here and walk over there if you wanted to catch one of their buses. And then this is the famous iDrive, well, part of it, like the start of it. And it goes all the way down. You got CC's Pizza, that clown looking building right here is the KFC. And then there's this crazy roundabout that you have to go. Once you leave the hotel, you can't go left. You literally have to go a roundabout. And that is probably one of the only other parts I will say it's kind of tricky about this hotel. I'm assuming there's turf here because maybe if you bring your animal, I guess, I assume that. So yeah, once you take this roundabout and you come this way, you can only go out. You can try to cross the street, or you make a right and then maybe go down there by the light to make a U-E. But really, to go to Universal, you leave out of here, you go, you take a left, or once you get on that side of the road, you take a left. At this light, you're literally gonna turn left, and then you're right on that bridge to Universal. So very, very close. And by the way, that's Dockside, that's Surfside. So really close if you wanted to walk from here all the way down to the path. Crossing the road might be a little tricky, but once you cross, you're over at Surfside and you can hop on one of their buses. So pretty convenient of how close it is. And this is a Walgreens, so if you needed anything, you can just kind of take the little walking sidewalk path over here to Walgreens and get you some stuff if you needed to. And there's additional parking over here, although I think most of that parking is stated that it is for Walgreens. I don't know how serious they are about that, but yeah. And for those who care, this is what the fitness center looks like. Very wide, spacious. They have plenty of, oh, they got these ones with the actual TV screens, Matrix treadmills. So you can watch something while you're running. These are very high tech. You got your medicine balls, you got your dumbbells. I gotta start lifting weights. Anybody else out there? What can I do? 12? 12 was too easy. Get your medicine balls. You got all different kinds of weights. Quite nice for a fitness room. And then you kind of oversee this sort of the main lobby down there, which I'll show you in a second, but quite spacious. I like it. And down below, you actually have sort of the main spacious lobby that they have. I do enjoy how modern and how spacious it is. And they actually have a pool table that you can pretty much display anytime. And even up top here, they have a lot of spacious room that you can sort of just grab a coffee or something and just come down here and chill if you want to edit or have a meeting or whatever else. Plenty of seating. I do like that about this. I love this design of this. Very nice, very luxurious. Now we are downstairs in that main lobby area. So they have like a little fireplace down here, which is kind of cool. Got a nice big TV, sports. Almost feels like you're in someone's lavender rich home. Then you have some like seating down here, which is great. Gotta love it. Egg shape. You got a cool pool table, which is good. Looks like it is really solid. It's not loose, so it's very good fitted. I would love to play some pool. You got all this spacious seating. And then way over here, you actually have another bar area, restaurant. And this is kind of the main lobby where you do your check-in. I do love this crystal sort of palace thing up here. The good old trusty brochure extravaganza. I used to miss these because staying at Universal hotels, you don't ever see these. Of course, I didn't do half of the things that I saved, but I always loved these brochures. Always used to save them. Of course, picked up this one. This would be something I can just, in my off season, just go through and see. As well over here in the lobby, so in case you are wanting to eat anything, they do have snacks, drinks, everything. It's obviously not free, but they do have stuff that you can grab to go, which is really cool. So in case you're hungry, it's reasonably priced too. Like most of the stuff, like the high noons, if you drink that stuff, it's like $8. If you want, you know, a Monster, it's like $5, so reasonably priced, I think. I mean, compared to what I've seen at Cabana Bay, it's really expensive. And I have to leave because all this stuff on the table is tempting me way too much. Skittles, Reese's. You got the king-size Twizzlers. Oh man, I gotta get out of here. Gotta get out of here. So case in point, there's only 46 spots in this hotel. And then you have probably hundreds of rooms. So obviously everyone can't park here. So some people actually parked right out of the hotel entrance along this curb, which I'm not sure if that's how you're supposed to do it or if that's a violation. But yeah, parking is not the best here. I mean, it's good if you just come in and you want to leave your car and then Uber everywhere, or if you are doing sort of a car ride situation, like you don't have a car and you're just coming from the airport, then yes, but otherwise, not a whole lot of spots. Case in point that this car is actually parking in the fire lane section. yeah, you can't park over the yellow section. At least they do have a handicap sign on their car. So not quite sure how that is, but there is plenty of space. Now in the morning time, there's actual spaces. So while the parking lot is medium size, there are only so many handicap spots, and some of these I don't see handicap stickers or signs on their cars. So kind of sucks for if you are a handicapped person, and there's only, I think, 1, 2, 3 spots, I believe, here. People will just park there and take it. And at the time of this recording, it was 12:30 at night. And as you can see, there are multiple cars parked on the fire lane and along the curb, which I'm not sure if you can park on the curb or not. The parking lot is completely full, and there's not like there was additional instructions of where to park just in case it was full. Unless you're taking like a Uber, you're kind of screwed coming back from Horror Nights or City Walk at this time and looking for a parking spot. And so for me, coming in last night from Sir Henry's, I had to park into this lot on the other side, which was a little sketchy. Good thing I couldn't see my car from my room, but it was a little sketchy because if you look at the business over here, it's just kind of a parking lot that's just kind of, you know, over here. It's not too much. So here is a look at the room. It's quite spacious. It's quite wide. So as soon as you come in, this is sort of your little, I guess, front entrance area lobby. Has, you know, just a standard thing, mirror, you know, some hooks so you can put your stuff, a little resting bench, I guess. And here's a look at the bathroom. There's two sort of ways to do this. You can turn on the main light, but as you can probably hear, it's very noisy because the air vent turns on, and it's quite loud. If you had a person probably sleeping over here, you would want to be cautious. So what they do have is sort of a high-tech mirror that you can walk over. So they have Bluetooth, and then they have this, which is a little light. So you turn that on and it illuminates the mirror, which kind of gives you like this beauty kind of look. You can still do stuff over here and not have the loud fan on. Still use the restroom if needed, but you can't quite take a shower unless you want a dark shower. You would still have to turn on the main light because now it's lit. I will say one thing about this shower. If you can see, it's just a square. I'm a pretty large guy, like a medium size. And so for this, it wasn't the most comfortable shower because the shower head is directly over you. And the water for me did not get hot. I'm not sure if that's just an issue in mine alone, but it didn't get hot. And so really I just gotta stand right here underneath the shower because it's very tight. I don't have room to like stretch my arms, but nice shower nonetheless. And then you have the main room, which is very, like I said, spacious. You have, I think these are 2 queen beds, if I'm not mistaken, maybe king. I don't really know the difference. I sleep on a futon, so it's not like I know the difference of beds. Nice mural, plenty of lighting, very spacious as you can see. They have sort of this computer area that you got plenty of plugs over here. You have 2 USBs, regular plugs. You can sit here and kind of edit. There's this little cool lamp that you can kind of adjust if you need more or less lighting. Big TV. The only downside I think here is that they don't have AMC, so I can't watch AMC Fear Fest. Kind of sucks, but it's whatever. Standard air conditioning unit. As you can see right now, it says 64 degrees. It doesn't feel 64 degrees in the room, just to put that out there. It is blowing cool air, but it's not cooling this entire spacious room to be 65 degrees. Usually I think 65, 64, you would probably need a jacket because it would feel kind of cold. Nonetheless, do have seating over here, which is quite comfortable. I didn't really sit in it because I don't need to, but you have a little workstation, snacks or whatever you want to eat. Beautiful mural, which is like Disney's right there. And you have your like center station, which has plenty of plugs for both sides, no matter who's sleeping on what. You have external extra lighting if you want to turn these on, which is cool, you know, even more light. And these have 2 USBs on each side, and then the regular standard plugs, there's 2 of them. So in case you need quite a lot of plugs, they got you handled. This is also for the air conditioning, so you can control it so you don't have to get out of bed. They have this neat little clock, which has 2 USBs on it as well. They're probably not really fast in charge, but it is a nice little clock that you can have there. Then we have like the closet area, which is really nice, and it actually lights up once you open it. It's nice and spacious. You got your shoes, and you know, plenty of room that you can hang up business type suit things. Then you also have your ice buckets, your Keurig, which is kind of cool. Not usually used to seeing Keurigs in the room. Usually it's something like a fake coffee maker or something. Inside of here you have your cups. You have some K-cups you can use, and some creamers, coffee, sugars. Down here is your refrigerator. Standard little refrigerator. Obviously we keep water and Powerade in it to be ready. And overall, that is your look at the Cambria, I think is how it's said, Cambria Hotel. That is just a standard 2-bed. I think it's a queen or a king. I will obviously have it down somewhere down here once I look at the reservations to see what it is. But all around a nice solid hotel. Pretty decent, I think, for being close to Surfside and being only, if I'm being honest, I think it's about maybe 5, 6 or 7 minutes away from Universal. Like literally you leave and you're like there. So it's really, really close if you plan to drive or just hop in an Uber. And prices are pretty decent in comparison to some of the other hotels, especially even Surfside, Dockside. Unless you're getting those off season and they're like 80, 90 bucks. I think I paid like $100 and something per night for this room. So considering that all the other Universal hotels were all booked when I booked this one, so pretty decent.